Welcome, Taurus. This is your weekly focus for June the 17th through to the 23rd, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support, and we will dive into the cards and see what they have to reveal about your week forward. Okay, our underlying energy for this week, Taurus, is... Look at that, the Chariot. The Chariot's asking you to pull back, to think things through before you take the next step, to understand where you want to move forward, where you truly want to master something. Yeah, I hear master something. Now, there are several options for us in going forward, and we want to take some proactive steps, but the fog is very thick here. We want to wait until that fog dissipates. We want to wait until the sun shines. We want to see if there's problem areas, obstacles that could be avoided just by thinking it through a little bit, just by being able to see a little bit down that pathway. So it's about maybe growing the first stages of a strategy. It could also be where you are drawing lines in the sand, perhaps setting up boundaries in some way with other people or your own boundaries in order to grow healthy habits, good behaviors. It could be something like that. So it's about maybe research. It's maybe about investigating something this week. It may be about just feeling until you feel secure with your next step. The risk factor, having that faith, that confidence in yourself and being able to take that risk on yourself. So maybe it's a little bit about emotional self-care that we need to work on this week. Knowing that we are worthy, knowing that we are deserving. Our first card, oh my gosh, is the Ten of Swords. I hope this one is not going to be a frequent flyer, but, the Ten of Swords is here to tell us that the storm is past, that we have come through the fires, we have come through the flames, we have come through the chaos and the struggles, the learning experiences in order to be in the here and now. And we may feel exhausted, we may feel like, oh my goodness, I made it, but how? I don't know. Okay, those swords, first of all, are not in your back. They are behind you, so they are a shield of strength. They represent your wisdom. They represent your wisdom, your lessons in life, where you have gained great happiness, joy, and where you have experienced sorrow and sadness. And having a wisdom and a knowledge through those experiences. The sun is breaking through the clouds. So you're going to feel the warmth again. You are going to feel a renewed sense of purpose. As that sun beams down eventually and brightens up your entire world, you will stand up strong and tall. You will dust yourself off. And you will prepare for the new beginnings. My goodness, we have the Tower card. Awakenings. Now, this could be a time when you break through the glass ceiling here. Okay, maybe you are setting some healthy boundaries that needed to be set a long time ago. And so you feel empowered now because you can go forward in a certain way because you have set those boundaries in other areas of your life. This is allowing parts of your world to dissipate. It could be an environment. It could be a group of people. It could be a person. It could be what you do now versus what you will be doing going forward. We break through some kind of limitation, something that has been holding us back, something that has been burdening us, or not allowing us to move forward in the way we want. And it could have been a belief. It could have been, that's the way it's always been done kind of energy. It could be something where somebody told you shouldn't, or you couldn't, or you mustn't, or you can't. You realize that you absolutely can. And we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is also about rest and recuperation. So this is a week not to push yourself. If you're tired, then take the time to rest, recuperate, recharge your batteries. This is a time when we take off the armor. This is a time when we hang up the weapons. And this is the time when we allow healing to come in. So once again, I see where you are maybe stopping or, meeting some kind of conflict or limitation in your life, or some kind of obstacle that hasn't allowed you to go forward in the way you want, and breaking through that. Seeing it for what it is, and how to be able to push it aside or dissipate it completely in your life. Because when you awaken here, once again, that sun is just starting to peek through. So this is like pre-dawn kind of energy for you into the new beginnings, into the new starts in your life. When you open the door, when you go outside, you will be greeted with this beautiful, divine white light, same as you will feel it here. Although, see, we're already feeling better, right? Here we are just laying on the shore. Is just, I can't go another mile. Now we've seeked the safety of home or sanctuary in order to rest, recuperate. So maybe we're doing some kind of home improvement, You've decided to take an area of the house for yourself or an area of the property, and you've created this she shed or a man cave, and now you feel you have a place to just be present and to restore yourself and to relax, meditate, be mindful, mindful breathing. Maybe it's yoga, some kind of stretching. Whatever you want to practice there in order to enhance your life. Maybe it's a place where you can just sit there and read a book, okay, with beauty surrounding you. Watching a good movie, whatever it might be for you. But maybe we are creating some kind of area in our life to, transform a part of us, maybe a spiritual part of us in the process here. Overriding this reason, overriding the reading is the Emperor. So you are the diplomat this week. You are the intuitive this week. So it is about pulling it back, but only to listen to your inner counsel. This is a time to start making the strategy and the plan for what you really want to step into. And to know that it will manifest, so long as you give it the consistent, practical steps that you are outlining in the now. And our underlying energy is the Judgment card. That tells me that something's going to probably come in for you. Some kind of gift or celebration of who you are and what you've done in the past. But more importantly, I think, because this is kind of like the support for all of this. The support is the death of something in order for the rebirth to happen in your life. So, these are like the birthing periods here, okay? This is where I'm dying to see what these cards are going to be. Okay, let's see when you start the week. Okay, when we start the week, we got the Seven of Cups. Oh my gosh, there's all kinds of choices coming at you. What do you truly want? I mean, you really need to get specific here of what you truly want to step into. Even with the Chariot being our underlying energy, what do we really want to step into? What do we want to go after? Can we face that challenge? Can we meet it? Is it doable? Is it something that we will be strong in? Do we have our own confidence in our own strength and ability to do exactly what we're setting out to do? And do we believe that we are deserving of any kind of gifts that come our way? We're only getting one angle here, so I would have to say that we need to realign a little bit with how we're seeing things. Are we looking at the glass half empty or the glass half full? Just, for a starting point here. But what do we truly want? And what do we truly not want? And somebody said recently in a comment, I don't know what I want, Tilly. Well, start listing some of the things you do not want. You definitely do not want in your life. And very quickly, your mind will switch to, but we need this. But we want that. Don't forget about writing this down. We want to make sure we got that in our lives. And it might start as some very basics, like we want food and shelter, but then we can, grow it from that basis, okay? Really take yourself on a trip within this week, okay? Especially with the Emperor overriding this and judgment, supporting it all. We want to go within, and we want to see where we need to let go of some things in our life through all those lessons and struggles that we've learned, and to heal from those things so that we can advance into new beginnings. As we leave the week, we have the Two of Wands, so we are inviting in some kind of new energy here. We've cleared a lot of the space for that new energy to arrive in our life. Absolutely. We're feeling stronger. Look at how the sky has changed now for us. And there might even be a little bit more of an action plan as we go into next week. Work and career, we got, look at that, the Ten of Cups, the happily ever after. Remember what I was saying? I can't wait to see what these cards are. Well, look at that, okay? So you allow for the death, for the rebirth to happen in your life. Now, when I say death, it doesn't mean, we're going to be, off somebody today. What I mean is we're going to let go of certain things that we have been hanging on to, okay? It might be where you've always gone to just, eat French fries on a Friday night, and you no longer go there, okay? It doesn't exist anymore. We've let that part of ourselves go, because now we're going to the salad house on the other side of the street or something, whatever it might be. But it's about inviting in your happily ever after. This is your best life ever. This is what you could be stepping into legacy right now. And that's maybe why I'm getting this birthing for you happening, is you're being reborn, you're being rebirthed, you're seeing your potential, you're understanding what you can actually do if you put yourself forward into it. But first there needs to be a little bit of healing to happen here, okay? To say, I made it, I'm strong, I'm confident, I can go forward, I am worthy, I am deserving. These are things that, the more you understand how much you do actually deserve in life, the more chance that this is more and more beautiful by the second for you. When we go to relationships, look at this, we have the Strength card. So, I would have to say with this energy, first of all, if you are in if you're in an abusive relationship, you have really been through enough now to know your own, that you do have the power to walk away. You do have the strength to walk away. There's many things to say. You've gone through such hardship, and now it's time to be the emperor in your life, or empress. There's no sexuality in here when we look at it. It's the person. But inviting in that emperor energy to give you that strength, to know that you are deserving. All you have to do is see what you really want to step into, and then believe maybe in yourself, but God, your angels, to step into that opportunity. And that could be, I rarely get that, so somebody's listening that really kind of needed to hear that. It's time for you to be authentic about who you truly are, and to stand strong for who you are, and to take care of you first. So yeah, there kind of a little bit of the self-care comes back in there. This is about you being strong within the relationship, being authentic within the relationship. And there's some kind of release or let go. Once again, it could be where we are drawing lines, or setting healthy boundaries, or practicing that emotional self-care for us, building that little place for ourselves. Yeah, and moving it forward. They kind of stopped talking to me, and I wasn't expecting them to stop there. And even over this, we have the praying hand. So this is about understanding authentically what you really want within each of your relationships and what each of those relationships bring to you at the present time and how we can grow that relationship, grow that bond, grow that strength within the relationship. And, us standing there in our own authenticity, making the first step, not looking at where they need to improve, because the chances are they need to improve just as much as we need to improve, because we're all infallible in some way. It's about understanding that you can be trusted, and to allow your heart to find the people that you can trust in your life, that you can give your unconditional love to. And trusting in that. So, I'm getting breakups here. I'm getting past relationships. It's really like who you have become within the relationship rather than where you're going in the relationship this week. And I'm trying to give it in future tense, but it's just not working for me. It's more of who you have become over what you have gone through. Maybe breaking through some kind of limitation or belief in yourself, growing that, allowing the death of a past relationship in order to step into a new relationship and going through the healing process of being able to be authentic and real in a relationship. Now, if you're in a relationship, and it's okay, it's good, you love each other, everything's going, because we do have the happily ever after here. I would have to say there needs to be a balance here between work and play kind of thing, your relationships, and have that open communication. The Emperor is going to have that open communication. We want to keep the lines flowing. So, we always respond to the email kind of thing when we're the Emperor. I don't know where that came from, but somebody is giggling right now because they know exactly what that meant for them personally. So, okay, let's pull one more card. We're going to put it right over our Tower card, and it's the Six of Swords. Wow. Okay, so look at this reading for yourself. You start out with so many different choices available to you, and you may feel even a little burnt out, like you just can't go any further. But you have learned so much right now, and it's just starting to trickle in your enthusiasm towards something, really stepping into something, pushing yourself up, dusting yourself off, going after your goals and dreams. And when you decide to do that, you see where that limitation was, you see where that blockage was quite clearly, and you're able to bust through that glass ceiling, so to speak, and go after your dreams. But you find that this might have even moved you towards really allowing some extra healing to come in, or recuperation, in order to feel as strong as we need to be to invite in the new beginnings, okay? And look at how that sky changes, okay? So here we have the moon, and it's almost in darkness. Here we have a little bit of the sun coming through. Here, the energy of you is burning strongly. Then we see the light coming through the window, and we sit there on the sunrise of our tomorrow, now ready to invite in the new beginnings that could potentially lead to success. So when we lay this card down, and to success on this end, you become stronger in the relationship. You become stronger independently so that you can be more within the relationship or something here. I think it's a very wide berth for that card in the dynamics of the energy. But here we have the Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords says it's time to go forward. It could be with somebody. Okay, so it could be a new partnership is being formed here, or a new level of trust that you can lean on each other, that you can depend on each other. And once again, we're going towards mountains, but we are going into uncharted waters. We are going to see new lands, new paths, new adventures, new opportunities. You are the Emperor, so be that, have that inner counsel with yourself. I think that is the strongest part about that, is the inner counsel that you need to give yourself. Of course, it's about allowing the death of some things in our life in order to allow the new things to be birthed into our world. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.